Greetings everyone and welcome back to my channel. I will be your toy commander here on Planet Zizzle. Planet Zizzle! Alright, so before we get on to today's cool review, let me give you guys a fun fact about outer space.
Cool.
So if space is expanding, then why is our Milky Way and our nearest neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy, moving towards each other? Because on a grand scale, we all know that the universe is expanding in every direction. But inside a galaxy cluster, the gravity is so intense that it can overpower the expansion of space. Now, Andromeda and the Milky Way are locked in this same cluster where gravity is so intense that it just dominates the expansion of space. And in about 4 billion years, that's right, with a B, 4 billion, our Milky Way will collide with the Andromeda Galaxy. When that massive collision happens, it's going to be the Milk-Dromeda Galaxy. But in 4 billion years, we're not going to be here. I don't even know if the Earth is going to be here. But anyways, let's get on to today's cool review. Well, that's right. Hot Wheels is back again here on Planet Zizzle. So they seem to be coming out with a lot of new track sets right before the holidays, and that's what I'm seeing on the shelves. So I'm scoffing them up when I see them so you guys can take a look at them. Now this one's pretty cool. This is the Track Creator. And it's called the Triple Loop Speed Kit. Yeah, that's right, triple loop, which is a first here on Planet Zizzle. We've done 2 loops in one, but never a triple loop, so this ought to be interesting. So it includes this Hot Wheel, and of course it also includes a loop kicker, because you're gonna need that extra power to propel through those 3 loops. Also, if you look on the back, it's not just one setup, it's 3 different setups. So we'll explore those 3 setups also. This is also new for 2025, and it's a speed snap track system, which, you know, click, snap together fast. All right, let's get this thing out of the box, take a look at what our setup's gonna be like, and we'll assemble our first track set in the toy room, because this thing is ginormous. It's not gonna fit on either one of these tables, so let's go. Alright guys, welcome back to the Planet Zizzle unboxing table with our Hot Wheels Track Creator. Again, this is the Triple Loop Speed Kit. Triple, that's right, 1, 2, 3 loops, 1, 2, 3 loops, and on this one it only has 2 loops, but like I said, it's a 3-in-1, so look at that cool Hot Wheels car. It comes with number 18, we'll take a look at that. Like I said earlier, it has 3 different setups. Now there are the contents listed on the back here. Like I mentioned before, because there are so many loops, there is a kicker right here. You can see it, you know, each one of these setups, you'll see the kicker. That goes, after you smash it, it's gonna need to have that extra propulsion, so this thing will, you know, kick it along nicely. Anyways, let's get this thing out of the box and take a look at what our setup's gonna be like. Okay, so we are back and we have all the pieces out of the box, and I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be quite the setup. There's lots of pieces and tracks and curves and connections to do here. And we also have this cool Hot Wheels car, number 18. It is transparent, you know, like a purple type blue with some deep purple windshields. Now there's no name on the bottom, it just says Mattel. It says 1186 MJ1. Here are the instructions upside down. Now, like I said, there's 3 different track sets. So right here is track set A. We're gonna be setting this one up first. And here are the contents, and this is the build key right here. It shows you how to snap things together. Now after we set up set A, which is all the way down to, let's see, right here, keep going, and that's the end result. And then right here on the back, you're gonna see setup B, which is the long one, and then setup C right here also. So super easy. I think we're gonna see, and there's just the back. Connect to other Hot Wheels sets with these connectors that are in this package. All right, let's head to the toy room and begin the assembly on this one first. Let's go. All right, guys, so here is the toy room. As you can see, I've laid the track out, and I'm gonna snap it all together in a minute, but as you can tell, there's plenty of room here. So all we need to do now is just snap it together and get it ready to go. This is the first setup. Now there are 2 more track setups, so we'll go through those too. So let's just quickly assemble this and let's see what this thing can do. So here's the first configuration all set up. It only took like 5 minutes actually. It was pretty quick. This is the kicker. So you need to actually, you need to set that first. All right, and then you need to put your Hot Wheels car right in here like this. And you give it a smash. It'll go around this loop, around that turn, hit the kicker, and boom, right out the end. Hopefully. Let's give it a shot. This is the first try, and here we go. That didn't go well. Hold on a sec. Let's try it again. Oh, there we go. That's how it works. All right, so we need to, hit the kicker one more time. Oh, no good on that shot. If you hit it too powerful, it'll go right off the track. So it's kind of like a happy medium, right in the middle, right around there. Super cool. Now let's do this. Let's switch up the track and check out the next track. All right, so we're gonna go to build B. We're gonna do this triple loop, but it's super long and there's no turn on it like that. So let's check out this one next. Now this track setup letter B, that was pretty simple. It literally took about 2 or 3 minutes. It was just swapping out some of the loops and reconnecting some of the pieces, but let's give this a shot. All right, let's set the kicker and grab our Hot Wheels car and come over here and let's give it a shot. Uh-oh, didn't make it. Try it again. Oh, we have a malfunction here in the track. Aha, I found it. So now the problem was that this lip was on the inside of the track. So you gotta make sure that these little orange lips are on the outside of the track. Otherwise it hits this and gets, caught up right here. It's not set up correctly. All right, there we go. Now that should work. Set the kicker. Here we go. Bam, nice. All right, so this one here is track setup B, as you can tell with the 3 loops. Now we're gonna go over to the last one. This is track setup C. Now it only has 2 loops, all right? So let's get this one set up real quick. And that's what it's gonna look like right down there. So here is the third and final setup, which is super easy also. Now there is one loop that we don't need, but something, we may be able to add it to the end. Let's try it like this first. Let's set the kicker, load the Hot Wheels. All right, let's give it a smash. Oh, it made it on the first shot. I'm not sure if we can connect this last one here, but maybe we'll try it and see if it works. That is a setup that's actually not even in the directions, but we'll try it and see if it works. Load the car, hit the kicker, and here we go. my bad. It wasn't connected. All right, now it should work. Oh, look at that. I made up a new track set. So it says 3-in-1 in the directions, but this is actually a 4th configuration, and I bet you I could probably come up with another configuration. So I don't know how many combination track sets you can use with this, but you can also connect more track here, because when this went around the kicker in the 2nd loop, it could have still went. So if you have more track, you can just add it to this section. I do have this box of miscellaneous tracks and Hot Wheels stuff. So what I'm gonna try to do here, let me see. So let me take this red connecting piece, and I think we can add it right here like that. And let's see, we can add some track to that right there. Put that in, and then we can extend that. Let's try that and see if that works. First, let's hit the kicker. All right, let's see if this thing can make it all the way around and down this track. There we go. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today's Hot Wheels track creator with the triple loop speed kit. Now, we did 4 configurations. I'm betting you can probably somehow do more configurations. So pretty cool set, lots of fun. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, smash the like button, and come back to Planet Zizzle to keep the missions going. This is your Toy Commander signing off, and I'm gonna see you guys on our next mission. Yo!